Dear friends, in this class on C problem series, I'm going to talk about a very interesting problem. Okay, this looks very simple, but let's look into the code line by line and try to arrive at our answer, and we'll explain in more detail. Okay, so here is a piece of code where you have character variables C1, C2 and C3 character variables to which I have done an assignment operation during declaration and the definition, right? So we are doing a as C1 and we are assigning a B into C2. We do an addition of this C1 and C2, and then after doing an addition, we will just try to make sure that if the value of which is stored in C is greater than C, will it be true or will it be false, right? So here you have a piece of code, where we are trying to do addition operations. Okay, so we do have assignment of A and B and then addition for them, right? So we are adding them here. So after addition, we are trying to compare to get our answers. So my request to you at this point of time will be to simply pause the video. Once you pause the video, analyze your code and see whether the code that you are seeing, whether it makes sense, whether it has any compilation error or runtime error. Okay, and then based on your findings, try to see whether it is true or false. Okay, so you can pause the video for a moment and then resume the video now. Okay, so let's see what could be the potential answers for this problem. I've seen that some people say that you are doing addition of A and B. So what is A and B? There are two characters. Does character addition make any sense, right? Adding characters. So characters, if we add, or arithmetic when you do on a character, does it make any sense? You add A and B, what we are achieving there, right? Basically, so people might say that C1 plus C2, we are adding it, so it might like a garbage value will be there, or somebody says no, you will have a compilation error, right? So various outcomes can come. So you can have a garbage, you can have a compilation error by doing this line. Having said that, no problem, whatever it is. Okay, so some of you will go ahead and they will try to see, okay, we pretty much know that, they will say we pretty much know that the addition of this is greater than C because we have a A, right? So what is a character A? Character A is an ASCII value of I think 96, and B has an ASCII value of 97 and 98, right? Okay, so what will be the ASCII value for the character C? It will be like 99. Okay, so we are adding C1 plus C2. So when you do this 97 plus 98, it is a much larger value than the ASCII value of C, right? So when you are comparing here the value C here, so this C will be greater than this. So a lot of people will have a logic which we say that yes, it will print true, isn't it? Yeah. So I think you will have different answers. So what we will do at this point is, I'm trying to understand, trying to give you a direction about how people work. Actually, when you really run the code, the answer will be actually this. Okay, we will see what the answer is, which I have told you, and then we will try to identify why the answer is exactly false, why not true, or why something else, right? So I'll have some more detailed explanation about the logic where people say why the addition of characters, are they allowed or not, does it make sense or not. Okay, so let's talk about that. We'll talk about some more rules in C programming in this assignment. Okay, so I'm going into the lab now. Let's join the lab and we will discuss things there actually, right? Okay, so here you have problem number 5. So we do have a code with the assignment, addition and comparison. We'll simply compile it and then we'll run the code, right? When we run the code, the answer became false, right? So let's go and then dig deep into why it is false. Okay, yeah. So first thing first, the best way to look into this is and add a lot of comments below this line for our discussion. Okay, so let's have comments in this. As I already told, the ASCII value of A is 97, and then the ASCII value of B is 98, and the ASCII value of C is generally 99, right? Okay, these are the three things. Now the first thing first is, some of you will have a doubt, what does it mean when you add two characters? Okay, C programming language is slightly different. Okay, so what it does is, there are programming rules that whenever we have an addition, right, when you talk about addition, what is an addition symbol? It's a plus symbol. What does it mean? It's an operator, right? It's an operator, and then these two are operands. They are operands of basically character data type. So when you talk about addition of two characters, the compiler has to think, or the language has to think first, right? Oh, addition of character, what does it mean? It means, no, we can't do addition of character as it is. Let's convert it into something like a integer actually, right? Okay, because we can have a number, addition of numbers, right? So it gets converted. Whatever said and done, the addition happens, and the result of that addition will be put back into the destination, into the C equals to character. So again, it's a character, right? So as I told you, see, when you talk about the character A, what is character A? It's nothing but your keyboard. It's a keyboard symbol. That's what we say. It's a keyboard symbol. It's a symbol actually. Okay, symbols are not stored in a symbolic notation in memory. I repeat, symbols are not stored in symbolic notation in memory. Symbols are stored as a ASCII value. An ASCII value of this is basically a 97. Okay. So when you talk about another symbol, which is B, as you can fully understand, the keyboard symbol B has an ASCII value of 98, right? So ultimately B is stored as 98. So we have a 98 as a representation for the symbol B. Okay, so suppose you add these two numbers now. So when you do an addition, so we are really adding 97 and 98 in memory. Okay, so 97 and 98, what's the answer? 97 plus 98, we get 195, right? So what you are getting is, we are storing a value 195 into the character C. So ultimately you will have the C equals to 195. But wait a minute, right? We have to understand more now. So what is a character C? It's basically a signed character. It's a signed representation. Okay, so can C store a value 195? The answer is really no. It cannot store a positive value 195, because the range of signed character is basically minus 128 on the negative direction. It goes all the way up to 0, and on the positive direction the value is basically 127, right? So what you see here is, you will see the range of this value, which we can store in a character data type which is signed C, C1 or C2, any one of these. You can only store this. If you're trying to store 195 there, eventually it's an overflow. An overflow will fall back, and it becomes some sort of a random negative number. You don't have to worry what it is, okay, but it's an overflow situation. So here you will have a random negative number basically, okay, and it's a negative number. So obviously now you compare these two. So C is storing a negative number. Is it greater than my C? And this C is nothing but a representation, right? This will be a representation which is nothing but your 99. C is 99 because C is a symbol. See, this is a symbol, so the symbol gets replaced. So this is again an operator in terms of, the how things work behind the scenes. This is basically a binary operator. So both the operands of the binary operator, are compared against. So this is character literal, which is substituted by the value 99, and this is again a character substituted by whatever is stored. 195 is not stored. It's a negative number because it's an overflow. So when you see this, it is a negative. Is negative greater than this positive? Absolutely not. So the answer will be false, right? I think that's the answer here actually. Some of you might be thinking what it is, what's that value actually, right? So we can print false here, right? We know it's a false, so why don't we simply print, right? We can easily say C equals to percentage D to understand the value that you see here, right? Because you need to know to ASCII value, so you're printing that D actually, right? And then we can simply print it, because we need to know why it is not 195 the way we have seen it, isn't it? So we'll see the overflow here now. We'll compile the code, we'll run the code, and you got a value in an overflow situation, right? So it just went away and then completely roundabout, something happened, it became a negative number here. Okay, so this is 61, minus 61. So I think the summary and the goal of this exercise for us to see once again, we have to be very careful in understanding what kind of data type we are using, what kind of operations we are doing, and are they really going to solve what we are looking into. Okay, thank you very much once again, and I will see you in another problem series. Have a good day.